Hey YouTube, what's going on? This is ITALK. Here and in today's video, we have a brand new video. So yeah, Chapter 5 Season 1 is over. It's over and man, it feels like the season kind of went by fast, but also kind of slow. Like it's been pretty close to what a normal Fortnite season would last like, but I guess because we have those 3 new modes, we have Rocket Racing, Lego Fortnite, and Fortnite Festival, it feels like we've had a lot more content than we're used to, so it feels like that the season went a little bit quick. Like, I didn't really see myself getting bored of the game much at all. Like, if Battle Royale wasn't my thing, I was playing Fortnite Festival. Fortnite Festival is so fun, and I've been really enjoying that. So, because we've been getting updates with that game mode, every single week we've been getting new tracks, with a new season that happened for Fortnite Festival, and then we have, you know, Battle Royale getting a new season, and we have, like Fortnite updates and Rocket Racing updates. Like, we're getting so much content. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. Today, we're going to be talking about the skins that we got for Chapter 5 Season 1. We did get quite a few of them, and we're going to go over them here in today's video. I should stress this, that I cannot stand the locker UI, so it's kind of hard for me to go through edit styles and stuff like that. So, you know, I might not even go through all of the edit styles if it's just not worth the hassle, because it really needs fixing. It's just an extremely atrocious system, and I wish they would just go back to the way it was. But hey, the first skin we're going to talk about here is the Hope skin, Tier 1 skin here. And I quite like this, you know, blue hair, you know, it's a pretty good way to get me to enjoy your skins. If you have like colored hair, a goth attire sort of look, like I love the hat on style with the little cat and the cat ears for the hat. I think it's great. I think the clothing style is also pretty cool. This is a really good Tier 1 skin for sure. The underground style is pretty cool. Rebel Runway. You know, I'll be straight up with you, I didn't even really realize it was an edit style because of all the challenges and stuff like that, but I still think it's a really cool style nonetheless. Glasses on and off, I think the glasses are cool. Hat on and off, you know, you could run whatever. I think the hat is pretty neat. And then while we're actually here, I might as well talk about the super level styles here. So the first super level style we got was the Expressionist. I think this is the best one. This is extremely cool. I do love the galaxy sort of atmosphere sort of look to it. It's just so good. Then we get the Prismatic Terrazzo style, which just kind of looks like the Goosebumps wrap, and it's still really cool. I do really like this sort of edit style. And then we also have the Glasswork, which is the final style. I'll be straight up with you, I think collectively as a whole, I think these are some of the best super styles that we've ever gotten in the game. I don't know about you guys, but I think they killed it with the super styles here. I think they did a really good job with these skins and these edit styles. Hope was the first skin we got, and I think it's a good skin. I really do quite enjoy it. We move on to Oscar. Oscar, the furry skin from this season. He's got a few edit styles here and there. I will say that I think like Champion Oscar looks pretty nice. And then Shock Brawler, you know, I think it's nice, but it's a little bit too animated for me. I like it when it's more realistic, I guess. Like I like the base 2 styles that he got, but regardless, I think it's a cool skin. You know, it's a furry skin. A lot of the furries really like this skin, and I see why. He's very, you know, furry. It's a, you know, it's a tiger. His song is not my favorite though. The you know, Return the Tiger. Like, it's not my favorite song, but then again, I'm not a huge fan of these like theme songs for skins sometimes. Like I remember not liking like the Gumball one. I thought that one was just not great. Regardless, though, there are some good ones, like Man Cakes is phenomenal. So it's like hit or miss for me. Regardless, still a cool skin. Wanted to give that a mention. We move on to Vengeance Jones. Eve Jones. I think it's Jones. This skin I think is actually pretty cool. I do not know how many Jonesy skins we've had now, but I do quite like what they did with him here. He has a like duotone style, which is a lot like a comic book style, and I think they did a really good job with it. And then we have the underground style, which is the comic book version again, but without the black and white. Again, I think it's pretty good. You could also run shades on and off. I would probably keep the shades on. It adds character. It's just a really simplistic and realistic looking outfit, and I'm cool with that. Not every outfit that we get in the game has to be super ridiculous for me to enjoy it. I like the cartoony stuff. I like that sort of stuff, so that's why I think Vengeance Jones here is pretty good. We move on to Nisha. I feel like Nisha is kind of forgotten about in this season, sadly. I think it's a really good skin. I think it's extremely effective, but I don't know, maybe this is what's telling me that like we've been in this season a little bit too long, because skins and stuff like that starts to fade. Like, as I was looking through, like, the battle pass, I completely forgot this battle pass, like, low-key existed. Like, I forgot about Peter Griffin already, and we'll get to him too. But, like, I don't know, I feel like this was kind of a forgettable battle pass, which kind of sucks, but I still think it was good. I don't know, I just wasn't totally thrilled with, like, every single skin we got, which is, at this point in time, we have, like, over, what, 1,600 skins? I'm not gonna like everything. And to me, Nisha, I just feel like she was maybe a little bit forgettable, as she's a fencing skin, and I do quite like the masks. As a big fan of masks, I think that they did a really cool job with them. I like the different styles we have, and you can even go maskless if you want. And honestly, she's very striking. Like, she's a very dominant looking skin. Like, I really do enjoy the color schemes as well that we got with her. I don't think she's a bad skin. I just kind of forgot about her, and that's really not her fault. That's not the game's fault. It's just maybe we've just been in this season just a little bit long, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot we got her this season. That's all. I still think it's a good skin though. We move on to Montague. Now, Montague, I think, is also pretty darn cool, though. He does have that brilliant cut edit style with, like, all the prismatic diamonds and stuff. It's so gaudy. It's so over the top, but I can't lie. It's pretty sweet. His base style, you know what? I like it. I don't think it's too bad. I like the aftershave. Also, the rough cut style with, like, the gray. Really dominant. But I will say this, though, and I don't know if anyone else kind of feels this way, but when you have, like, so many item shop skins, you tend to forget about the edit styles that you get every week with the challenges and stuff like that. So I'm seeing kind of these edit styles for the first time, low-key, and I'm like, you know, they're cool. It's just, I didn't really realize that they got these edit styles. Regardless, I think Montague is a pretty neat skin. We move on. This is not the tier 100 skin for whatever reason. I totally would have made him tier 100, but Peter Griffin is in the game. Peter Griffin is in Fortnite Battle Royale, and it's interesting they didn't go with the normal version of him. They kind of gave him like this sort of buff style, and I guess that's for dimension's sake. It doesn't look bad, but man, I really would have just enjoyed the base version of him. Maybe they sell that in the item shop one day. We'll have to wait and see on that. I know all of his edit styles. He's got the gold plated style. He's got the fancy Peter Griffin with and without a hat. Overall, I think it's a really fun skin. I'm happy we have it. I was hoping we would get a counterpart to Peter Griffin, and we did, but I guess I kind of would have, like, I don't know, maybe I would have expected someone a little bit different than what we got, but regardless, I think Peter Griffin kind of sells it. You know, I wasn't a big fan of the bulkiness of him being, like, so, like, jacked and all that. Like, it just seems so random, but you know, it works. It works out. The, you know, the cell shading is always like hit or miss for a lot of people. I'm happy to say that the Peter Griffin skin with the cell shading looks fine. I barely even notice it. I think it's a good skin overall. Surprised it wasn't tier 100. If I was Epic Games, I would have made this tier 100 without a shadow of a doubt. It's Peter Griffin, of course you make it that. But regardless, we move on to tier 100, which is Valeria. I think that's how you say her name. Valeria. We'll say Valera. How about we say that? So Valera has quite a few styles here. You have the normal style, and then you also have like the Burning Ambition style, which you unlock at tier 100, weirdly enough. I don't know why they do this now. They make like emotes, built-in emotes to change the edit style for the skin at tier 100 instead of just giving the skin at tier 100. I don't know why they necessarily do that. I feel like it adds a bit more excitement when the skin is at tier 100, but I get it. Maybe they want to be a little bit nicer and not make us go all the way to tier 100 for the skin. Regardless, I still think that both styles are really cool. I really also like the Stygian green version of her. I think it's great. Like, the green and black is kind of hard to make work a little bit, and I think they did a really good job with it. You could also run glasses on and off, and yeah, seeing her without the glasses is also very interesting because I don't know, I like the look actually without the glasses, weirdly enough. I think she looks better without them, which is rare for me to say. Usually I'm like, oh no, you gotta run the glasses all the time. I think she's great. I think it's a great skin. It's a great villain looking character. I think they did a good job with it. And that was the entire battle pass overall. None of these skins, I will say, really grabbed me and was like, oh, this is like such a god tier skin or anything like that. Like, nothing like necessarily blew me away 100%. But at the same time, again, we have so many skins in the game, they're probably running out of ideas at this point. you're gonna run into those things where it's like nothing necessarily screams at you. This pass just didn't really have many of that for me. I barely ran anything in the battle pass this season. I will say the shop skins were sick this season. We got some really good ones. Same with Crew. We'll get to that when we get to that. But let's move on to some of the item shop stuff. Well, before we get into that, I'm kind of going in the order of the website that I'm looking at for this because I don't really remember all of the order here. We did get some free skins for doing some stuff. So we start off with the Adventure Peely skin. You know, it's a good version of Peely. If you don't have Peely, I think that's about what I have to say about it. It's just another Peely skin. I like the look of it. I think it's cute. But it's just Peely again. That's really what it kind of comes down to. It's just another Peely skin, and that's fine. I'm happy we're getting more of them because if you didn't play in Chapter 1 Season 8, or if you got banned like I did, then you don't have the Peely skin. Haha, you loser, you do not get my rare OG skin. We move on from that skin to another free skin we got, which was Trailblazer Ty. I don't see anyone really liking this skin whatsoever. I'm pretty sure this is a free skin that you get. It's part of the True Explorers quest pack. Yeah, it's free. I figured it was. I don't remember getting this because, again, it was like 3 months ago, so it's been a little bit since I've actually seen this skin. Not a lot of people like it, and I'll be straight up with you. And the model just, I don't know. It's just not something I necessarily care too much about. I do like the colors though. The colors I think are pretty good. And then there's also like the off the map style. I think it's fine. It's a fine skin. I see why people don't really like it. The model just isn't everyone's favorite, but I mean, with the hair, I like the hair, and the colors again I think are pretty decent, so I don't think he's too bad of a skin. We move on to the Explorer Emily skin. You unlock this with like the Lego account thing, and you're connecting your Epic Games and stuff like that to that. I think she's cute. She kind of reminds me of Wildcat. I will say that with like the color scheme a bit. I will say she does kind of remind me of her, but I think this is a fun skin. I think a lot of people like her way more. The off the map style completely changes her. Like, I look at the difference there, and it's like you took away the core part of the character, because I think that bright yellow and blue really makes her character. So I do prefer the base style. You can run hat on and off. I do like the hat. I think it adds character. And overall, I think it's also a pretty good skin. We got a few free skins this season, and that's not even the end of it. We also got the Jackie skin. This is for reaching gold rank in Rocket Racing. Man, I don't really care for this skin, if I'm being honest with you. It's just not something I really like. I grinded to get it because I wanted to complete my collection, even though that's never happening again. But I wanted to just get it for completionist sake. And, you know, I never ran it. I just didn't care that much. But it's interesting to me that they kind of made it so you had to, like, grind a rank to get the skin. I think that's pretty cool. Maybe they should, like, maybe revisit that in the future. I'm not 100% sure on that. But then we move on to the skin that was in the shop for 2 months straight, the Weeknd. This was definitely something. We got two different versions of the Weeknd skin. We'll go over the base version here. First, I think it's great. It's phenomenal. You got this from completing the festival pass, and you spent 1,800 V-Bucks to buy the battle pass, first of all, the festival pass. And I think it's a great skin. It's a phenomenal season 1 for Fortnite Festival. I love Fortnite Festival. I am a diehard player of this mode. So happy that we got the Weeknd in the game, and I'm really happy that we got him alongside this mode. But man, oh man, did the next skin we'll talk about here, which is the Weeknd Combat, was in the shop for way too long. A lot of people were really pissed off that this skin just stayed in the shop forever. And overall though, I do think it is a phenomenal skin. I think it's a great outfit. I love the white version of it, because the cool thing with that is that he has like a tribute to MF Doom as like a mask. And I think that's a really cool idea. I'm really happy with what they did with it. But overall, the issue that people had with it was that, well, it stayed in the shop for 75 days, guys. It stayed in the shop for 75 days in a row. And the problem people had with the Weeknd Combat being in the shop for 75 days, not only is that the longest something has ever been in the shop at once, I'm talking about item shop skins, I'm pretty sure nothing beats that, but also that it was ruining the item shop. The item shop this season was the worst it's ever been. It's never been as bad as this. Even back in the OG days, at least stuff changed back then, man. Like what we got with this season, the skins were good. Don't get me wrong, the skins were good, but like the resets were so bad. Like, a majority of the time, unless it was something new or something I can, you know, be happy about, it was just bad. It was just a bad time all around. Did not enjoy it. And the fact that the Weeknd took up the shop slots, the jam tracks did, the cars did, that's why people massively downvoted this on Fortnite GG. It's because it was in the shop for so long, man. It's a great skin. Do not get me wrong. I think it's great, but 75 days in a row. I mean, I ran out of time. Is there a way I can buy the skin again? Because I didn't have enough time to buy it. We move on from that to Sub-Zero Cryptic. This was a PlayStation Plus pack. And me personally, I quite enjoyed this skin. I know it's a reskin, but I don't care. I like the colors a lot. And that's really what I gotta say about it. Just because, like, it's such an obvious recolor. There really isn't a ton for me to say about it, but I do thoroughly enjoy this skin. It was a fun time to use it. And I still like using it for sure. I love the bright colors on it. So, I don't know. I really do enjoy it. We move on to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle collaboration. Leonardo, Donatello, Raphael, Michelangelo, and April O'Neil. We got these skins first, and I love what they did with them. They are really accurate. Like, a lot of people give Fortnite praise for the collaborations looking so good. I don't think any other game out there puts in this crazy amount of effort to make sure that the collabs look as good. I know Overwatch can't deviate too much from their heroes, or else that would be like a competitive advantage, or disadvantage rather, either one. And then you have ones like Call of Duty where I feel like they could have a bit more flexibility with it, but like Fortnite just does it so well, man. Like, the skin department that they have for these collaborations is so good. Now, I will be straight up with you. I am not the biggest Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan whatsoever. I like what we got with them, but I couldn't relate to it, so it was all right. The instruments were awful. I'm sorry to say, as much as, like, you know, I'm happy I got them for free and all that, but like, they were just so bad. The fact that they wanted you to pay $15 each for the instruments, and then like later down the road they made it so it's $3,000 for all 4 of the instruments, I still think it was just not great. We got free instruments from like the other sort of collaboration that we got with the TMNT with Splinter, Shredder, and Super Shredder. Like, those free instruments were better than the paid ones. Like, yeah, that's how I'm like, yeah, you guys really need to fix that up, because there is clearly a disconnect here with your player base, with the instruments. They're just not that good. They just were not that good, but I think the skins were done really well. April O'Neil, I think, was great. I love the look of her. I really do. I do also enjoy like that camera back bling. I think that's such a fun idea for just a back bling in general. I like the collaboration, even though I don't really care too much about it in terms of like knowing its lore, because it's not for me. I don't know. I still really enjoyed it. Let's move on over to the free Christmas skins we got this time around. Holiday Boxy and Winterfest Bush Ranger. 2 reskins again. I think that's just how we're going to get it every Christmas. It is what it is. I will say Holiday Boxy could have been an edit style. At least I feel like it could have. I don't know. Like, in terms of like the differences here, not nearly as much as what they did with Winterfest Bush Ranger. This skin got a bit of an overhaul for sure, in terms of like the entire texture of the skin and the hat and all that, and the lights and the ornaments, I mean, and the gloves too. I just miss when we had the original skins for the Christmas time, but I understand that they weren't very popular, even though I thought they were great. I understand why people just didn't really gravitate towards them. People really gravitate towards skins that they are familiar with, so I see why they choose these skins that they do for these sort of seasons. But yeah, I don't know. I think they're good though. I don't think they're bad skins whatsoever. We move on to the Reverie skin. This was a starter pack skin for Chapter 5 Season 1. I gotta say, I think it's a pretty good skin. Hat on and off. I like the hat on. It adds character. The colors of this are magnificent, and you get a really good deal for this. Again, it's $4.50 for this pack. It has a Lego style, which I think is pretty cool. Back bling pickaxe, you get V-Bucks for it, and a wrap. Like, it's a pretty good deal. I really do enjoy this pack. I think it was really well done, and I think it's great. Now we move on to, honestly, without going through everything, this might be my favorite skin from this season. It's the Dara skin for $18.49. Yes, I know that is a lot of money for what you get with this. You get the Dara outfit with a back bling and a pickaxe that I think that are pretty boring. And then you get Save the World, as well as quests to get V-Bucks in Save the World. I don't know why I gravitate towards this character so much, but I think it has something to do with the clothing. The braids, the hair look phenomenal to me. I love the face as well. I think it's a really cute outfit. Like, it's really good. It's a shame it's so expensive to buy this outfit, but I think it's worth it. I think the skin is phenomenal. I really enjoy its vibe. And yeah, I think it's definitely a top 3 for me in this season. It is such a good skin. I love what they did with it. Dara is a phenomenal skin. Not a fan of the back bling or the pickaxe, sadly, but I think the skin itself, I think, is dope. And I think the Lego as well is also really good. It's just an overall really fun outfit. Then we move on to the Gilded Elites pack. This one was pretty interesting, and I'll be straight up with you. Kind of forgettable. I kind of already forgot that these skins existed, sadly, but we got the Gunslinger Calamity skin, which I think looks pretty good. The hat is huge. Like, it is ginormous, this thing. We also have the Lustrous Lux skin. Love it. I love Lux. A lot of people don't really seem to like her, but I do really enjoy it. And then the Goldfish, which is like a Leviathan reskin. I really like this outfit, though. Like, I really do like the features it has on it. These all feel like drastically different clothing styles for these 3 characters, but they are all different characters that we're used to. We've seen them before. I think it's an alright pack. I kind of forgot it existed, sadly, but I do think that these skins are great. Yeah, I guess it really has been a while since this season started, because I'm seeing all these skins and like they just haven't come back in a while, or they're just not all that super duper interesting to me. Regardless, I see the effort they put into the pack. It's a good one. It's just one I kind of forgot about, if I'm being straight up honest with you. We move on to the Void Warrior Absinthe skin. What a weird name for this skin. It is the Voidlands Exile Quest pack. I didn't even really realize you could take the mask off. I'm just kind of discovering this now. You can actually take the mask off of him. I think the mask adds character. I think it's cool. Unfortunately, though, it's kind of similar to how I feel about that one, like, Sans looking skin. Forgot the name of it. But, like, the hood covers the mask. And I feel like if you had a hood down option, you can get a better look of the mask, aiming down sights and all that. Regardless, though, I think the skin's sick. The colors are really good, and I just love how it flows through everything. I think it's a phenomenal skin. And you know what? The mask off style, I don't even think this model is all that bad either. I think this is a really good pack, and I just never noticed it had an edit style. The UI is so bad, I barely notice what has styles anymore. So really cool skin, though. I really do enjoy it. We move on to the Dragon Ball Z collab we got this season. It was Frieza and the Cell skins. Cell goes hard. I think Cell is a really cool outfit. I really do quite enjoy it. Frieza has a lot of cell shading, and there's a lot of lines. And what the cell shading is with the lines, it's very hit or miss. I've seen skins with this cell shading style, and like you can't see like their iris, you can't see their eyelids, you can't see their mouth. This one, it just has so many lines. I feel like it kind of seeps in and out depending on the angle that you view the skin. Cell, for whatever reason, I don't think really has that problem. Maybe a little bit around the chest and the mouth and a little bit on the back of the head, maybe. But I think overall, Cell just looks honestly way better. From what I see of it, I think it looks really darn good. And again, I do think that the other skin, I don't know. I think Frieza's head's a little too big. Regardless, I'm not a Dragon Ball Z fan, not a Dragon Ball fan in general. So it just doesn't really relate to me. So maybe if I was a fan, I would like these way more, but I'm not. So I just think it's all right. We move on to the Killian skin. This is an interesting skin to talk about. I think this skin overall is extremely clean. I think it's a really good skin. It's very simple. It's not super crazy, out of this world, look at me kind of skin. It's very self-centered. It's very toned down, but I like it. I think it is a really good skin. I've seen a lot of debate online about it. People are upset that people don't like the skin for some reason, which I find to be confusing because people can like and dislike what they dislike, and what they like, they can like. I don't understand why we're having this discourse like, oh, how dare you like this skin, or how dare you hate this skin. I like this skin. It's opinions at the end of the day, people. I think the skin looks good, and you know what? My opinion matters the most to me. I like it. Sorry, I like it. I will say one flaw with the skin is that the mask on style has the mask off in the preview picture. Again, the UI really needs fixing with that. And then the mask off style shows the mask on him in the UI. They got to fix that. But overall, I think the skin's great. Pickaxe and back bling are just kind of but I think the skin overall, I think is really well done. Then we move on to Silas Hesk. I love this Fortnite Crew. This is a really, really good Fortnite Crew skin. The hat, awesome. The jacket looks great. The snake with the little hat and monocle, phenomenal. The glasses even look really good. This is a really well-made character. I haven't seen Fortnite try to do something close to this. Like, this feels like really unique, and I really do enjoy it. Maybe my only complaint is that he has no socks on. I would have given him socks, honestly. Having the bare ankles is a little bit weird. I don't even pay any attention to it, but like when I look at the feet, I do notice it, and I'm like, I don't know, I feel like I'd be wearing socks if I was him. Regardless, I think the skin's great. I do like its other style that we did get with this season too, the Venomous Legacy, and then we'll get the other styles as we progress through on. I think it's great. I think it's a really cool skin. Excited to get that Cosmic Legacy style for him because I think it looks great. I think that style looks good on all these Fortnite Crew skins, and also with like the Phase Legacy. Super excited for it. I think the skin's great. We move on to a fan favorite from this season. It's the Sunspot skin, which is funny because he also has a Cold Fusion style that totally has nothing to do with the sun. I find that very interesting that you name a skin and then you give it like a completely different edit style, like a polar opposite. Regardless of that, I think this skin is great. I love the uniqueness to it. The jacket's cool. Love the pants. Love the little hood he's got going on. Love the face styles. It's all great. And the back bling as well is also pretty cool. And the alt style, I think, is also really expressive and really well made. I don't want to say this because everyone's going to get mad at me for saying it, but I feel like you could have sold these two skins as separate skins. I'm just saying, like, it's so drastic how they changed up the styles here with the skins. I'm just saying, like, these are edit styles. These could have been separate skins in my personal opinion, but great skin nonetheless. We move on to the Ageless Explorer skin. We didn't really get a whole lot of winter themed skins, and when we did, they were really, really late. But I do like the Ageless Explorer. I think it looks really good. It's just the Ageless in a winter jacket, and that's kind of it. I still like it though. I still think it's a really good skin, very emotionally like powerful. Like, I feel like he's got like this very strong stance to him. He has glasses on and off style. Personally, to me, I don't mind either. By default, it's glasses off. I think the glasses on, I think, are really cool though. I think they really do fit his face. What doesn't fit their face is Summer Seeker Eve, or Summit Seeker Eve. I always call her Summer. Don't know why. I see the S-U-M-M and I immediately say Summer, right? So this skin got an edit style later on called Glasses Off. It looks bad. This skin was definitely not meant to have the glasses off. Just something about the spacing of the eyes and everything, it just does not look good. You got to keep those goggles on, girl. I'm sorry. You just got to do it. Overall, though, I think it's a fun skin. I like this more than the Ageless Explorer. I think they did a better job with her on this one than with the Ageless. I think it just looks better. More differences going on here instead of just a jacket. I mean, obviously there's boots and stuff on the Ageless Explorer that's different, but like, I feel like Eevee got a lot more of a facelift per se, not in the good way though. In terms of like actually different, it looks way different compared to the Ageless Explorer. But we move on to another skin here. It shows a leaked skin here, and there was also, they showed the Elite Archetype. Neither of these skins came out. Elite Archetype and Mattias never came out in the shop. Maybe they'll be for next season. We'll have to wait and see on that. But we move on to the secret skin that we got this season, which was Solid Snake. I think it's great. This is a really beautiful rendition of the Solid Snake skin. I think they did a phenomenal job with it. It's one for one. Like, they knew Hideo Kojima's work. They obviously had a lot of faith put into this sort of design for the edit styles, the old Snake, the normal Snake, especially with like the goggles and stuff. It's just so good, man. It's such a phenomenal outfit that we got, and I'm happy we got this in the secret skin slot. And then we also got the Raiden skin in the item shop, and again, I think Raiden looks phenomenal here with the mask on and off. This is interesting because usually I'm a mask on kind of guy. I feel like you take away a little bit of his character with the mask on, weirdly enough, but regardless, I think both look great. Again, it's great. Fortnite never ceases to amaze me with the quality that they have with these sort of skins when they're collaboration. They always just look so good, and you just gotta applaud them for it. I think they did a phenomenal job. We move on to Star Oakley. A lot of people do not like this skin. I could see why. I think in terms of like realism, like the colors clash so weirdly with the purple beanie and the green jacket. It's rough, okay? I think it's a little bit different, but she does have an underground rose style that a lot of people don't know about because, again, the UI is so bad you wouldn't know that she has an edit style, and it's basically pink everything, and you know what? That looks way better than the default style. I don't even hate the default style. I think it's wacky, but I can see why people don't like this one. It's just a little bit out there. We move on to the giant chicken skin. Yeah, this was funny. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Again, with the cell shading and like the lines, it's sometimes hard to see like the eye in the eyeballs and stuff like that. Like, I don't know why it's like that. It's very strange. Regardless, it's a really funny skin. Happy we got it. Would have liked to maybe see a character that wasn't so bulky, but I think it's just a meme skin at this point. You wear it because it's a meme. That's really what it comes down to. I think it's great, though. I think it's really funny. And it caught me really by surprise. I'm really happy I was, like, surprised by it. We move on to the Mystery Zone and the Mysterious Fate skins. They're clean. I'll give them that. Like, they're clean recolors of previously made skins. But that's kind of about it. They're also extremely low in price. Like, Mysterious Fate is 800 V-Bucks when the normal Fate skin is 2,000. Like, dude, that's kind of nuts. But you know what? It seems like a lot of people like the Mysterious Fate skin, and it's a recolor. This is why Fortnite really does those recolors, is because, well, people like them. Doesn't matter what I have to say. It's a matter of, do people really like it? And it seems like a lot of people do, like especially the Mysterious Fate skin. The Mystery Zone skin, on the other hand, not looking like a lot of people really enjoy this one, but regardless, it's another reskin. I don't think these skins are bad. I think they're pretty good. They're simple recolors, and that's what we're going to leave them as. We move on to the next Fortnite Crew skin. This is Lana Lonnie. Such a good skin, man. This is so good. Like, I don't even really know what else to say about it. Bucket hat, obviously, you know I'm gonna like it. Love the color scheme. Love the llama inspired, like, shirt with the high top socks and the garter belt on the pants. Like, this is just such a good design, man. I feel like a lot of people did buy Fortnite Crew for this one. It's just a really good skin. I really enjoy what they did with her. It's a great skin. Cannot wait to get that final style 6 months from now or whatever. So there you go with that. Lana Lonnie is great. Then we move on to the Budge skin, the Tex Flamingo skin, and the Sergeant Drake skin. A lot of people seem to really like these bird skins, and I'll be straight up with you, I understand why. They're really funny, really creative, really troll, and they're not super bulky like the chicken, and I think they did a really good job with these skins. I feel like this is really coming out of Fortnite's comfort zone because they're not used to making these kinds of creatures, like with these head hitboxes and stuff like that. Like, this is very different for Fortnite. At least to me. I know they've made some crazy designs over the years, but I feel like that this is like a step in a different direction for them, and I like it. I think they're all great. Really do enjoy them. We move on to the Comet skin. This skin took a hot minute to come out, but I think it's really good. The bright yellow suspenders, the bright teal blue hair. It's so simple, but it's so good. A lot of people seem to like this one. I really can't blame them on this one. It's a fantastic skin. Then we move on to the quest pack of the season, the Trailblazer Lynx. In terms of the different sort of quest packs, this is on the weaker side, in my personal opinion. I do like the edit styles here. I do think they're dope, but I don't know, man. Like, it's just okay. I feel like this could have just been like a normal shop skin, maybe. I don't know if that even makes any sense. I don't think it's bad. That's not what I'm trying to get at here. I just feel like, I don't know. It just, the colors in the Astral Ace style really do not do it for me, with the pink, the purple, which that's fine. But then you have like this gross green, and you got like two different colors of green, kinds of green rather, on the tail and in the hood and on the feet. Like, it just, I don't know. I don't really like those colors, but I think the base style I think is good. I think it's fine. I don't really have many issues with that sort of style. Let's move on to the Splinter, Shredder, and Super Shredder skins. Splinter looks great. Again, like almost 1-for-1 with this. Like, again, Fortnite knows what they're doing with these skins. Love it. Not a fan of TMNT, but I can admit I do like the look of it. And I just want to point out here, we got 8 skins for the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle collaboration. I just want to point that out. 8. Okay? So if you like TMNT, you're eating well, man. And then we have the Shredder skin. This was a premium track for the mini little battle pass that we had for this, and I think it was great. I think that this skin is almost better, I feel like, than the Super Shredder. Yeah, Super Shredder's bigger. Yeah, it's way more intense, but like something about it being a little bit more like stepped back with the normal Shredder skin. I feel like it's just a little bit more effective in my personal opinion, but regardless, I think that the skins are great. And then Super Shredder, mad aggressive, man. Mad aggressive, but I like what they did with it. They did a really good job with this collaboration. Now, if we could only get like Twisted Metal or, you know, Gorillas or the NHL or more WWE characters, then I'll be really hyped. But like, I still really appreciate what they did with these skins for sure. We move on to Guardian Lin. This one's a little bit of a hit or miss for some people, I can tell. So this was the only skin that we got for Chinese New Year, which I'm happy we got something because we don't get a lot for these Chinese New Years anymore. We never really get any more. And I understand why. It's really hard to come up conceptually with some of these designs. You can only go so far with certain holidays. I understand that, but I think they did a really good job with this skin, and I'm really happy about it. That's really about what I gotta say. It's a really intricate design, and some people don't like that. I think people don't like super overly complicated designs, and I feel like this one might be a little bit like that, but I still think it is a fantastic skin. We move on to the Sonar skin, and again, a lot of people don't seem to like the skin, and honestly, I get it. I like it personally. I think it is a really fun style of just he almost sort of looks like a doll with the joints and with like the arms especially. I get like doll physics with this. I don't know why I get that, but I think it's really creative. However, I will say that the Echo Breaker style is so loud and it's just really blinding. Like there's a lot of lights that go on there. Now you could run reactivity off, and that does look better. I'm looking at it right now. It does look a bit more restrained that way. I don't know. I don't really hate this skin. I see a lot of people just kind of crapping on it. And again, it does seem like a lot of people just like what they like. If they don't like a particular design, if it goes a little bit too far, then people don't really like that experimentation. I think this is a good skin, and that's what matters to me. I think Sonar is a dope skin. Not much else to say about it, though. We move on to Champion Stashed. It's Iconic version 2, I guess. Yeah, I don't really have much to say about it. It's just an FNCS skin, and yeah, it's stashed, and he got an FNCS style. That's really what I gotta say about it. I think it's pretty cool, though. We move on to the Adana of the Deep skin. Another really creative and fun skin. Love the braided hair. Love the clothing. Love the little skull on the centerpiece. The fishnets, phenomenal. I really like this. It's definitely got like a punk aesthetic to me, and I really do like it. It's a good skin. It seems like people are kind of mixed on it. I think it's great, and that's what matters to me. I think it's great. We move on to these 10 outfits. We have Wrecker, Tactician, Flashbang, Gorilla, Siege, Impact Breacher, Warfare, Hangfire, and Firelock. I like these skins. Now, in terms of the models, yeah, there's some different ones that are a little bit, I don't know. Like, for example, I think Siege is a little to me personally. I don't really love the Firelock character model, I guess. I don't know. I don't, like, hate them. I just think they're a little bit, like, I wish you could, like, change the hair up a bit or something like that. But the customization you do get with these, I think, are phenomenal. And I really do like what we got with them. Different camo colors. I'm such a fan of that sort of style. And then you can run vest on and off if you really want to. I like running vest on personally. I feel like it just adds more to the pants. Overall, though, I think it's a fantastic set, and I love the customization we got with it. We move on to the Cavill skin. Yeah, I didn't think many people were going to care about this skin at all. It's a male counterpart to the Nisha skin, which was in the Battle Pass. And like I said, the Nisha skin, I hate to say it, but most of the Battle Pass was kind of forgettable. And he feels like he's kind of forgettable too. He just kind of came out of nowhere. And I don't know, man. It's just not really for me personally. I like it. I think it's clean, but like, am I ever going to run this? Absolutely not. It's just not something I really care about running. We move on to Season 2 of the Fortnite Festival Pass, which gave us the 2 Lady Gaga skins, and I'm already seeing a lot of issues with it again. It's for the same reason as the Weeknd skin, but let's just go in order here. Enigmatic Gaga is the Festival Pass skin, and I think this is great. Love how large the hair is. It's extremely big. Love the glasses. You could take them off if you like to, but I like the glasses on. This really does look like Lady Gaga. It's scary how accurate they can get these sort of models, I swear. And I think it's really simple, but I think it's really good. I like what we got with it. We move on to the Chromatica Armor Gaga version, and I'm seeing a lot of people not like it because, again, it's already been in the shop for 15 days at the time I'm recording this video. It's going to be in the shop for 2 more months, and people aren't really a big fan of that. I think it's more on the fact that, like, the shops are just so bad, and they just aren't in their own separate shop. Like, I would like to see for season 2 for them to have separate shops for like Fortnite Festival. Just put her in there. No one would complain if you just did that, honestly. Overall though, I do like the skin. I don't think there's even like any edit styles now that I think about it. I don't think she didn't get any edit styles, which is kind of interesting. I thought you would have maybe given her a few edit styles, considering that the Weeknd Combat got a lot of edit styles. Regardless, I think it's fine. I don't think you really need edit styles on her. I think it's good regardless. And I like it. I think it's good. A lot of people don't seem to like it. Again, I'm assuming it's because of the item shop thing, but maybe it's just because people don't like it. And that's fine too. People can like what they don't like and like what they like. We move on. There's a whole bunch of leaked skins here, and none of these came out. There's like 7 leaked skins in front of me that they just never came out, like Rufus the raccoon skin. We never got that, even though they said that would come out soon. They lied. But then we skip all of these skins, and then we move on to PJ. And I gotta say that PJ is a pretty darn cool skin. This might actually be my favorite skin now that I'm thinking about it. This might be my personal favorite skin from this entire season. Although I will say Dara is, again, top 3. Dara is so good. And yeah, PJ, I don't know, it's giving me this sort of like hippie vibe. With the jeans, especially, like, we don't see jeans in this game much at all. Like, you ever notice that? Like, jeans, blue jeans especially, are just not featured in Fortnite very often. Love the sort of reactivity, even though I do like it off, actually. I do like it. I also love the headphones and, like, the tape recorder, or the cassette player, rather. The hair is great. It's just such a fun and down-to-earth character, and I really do like it. And then the last skin we got was the Fortnite Crew skin. It's been over a week since we had a new skin. That's kind of nuts. Usually it's never this long, but regardless, it's the cat skin. Get it? Kit and cat. I totally understand the joke there. And cat's cool. I think it's a fun skin. Kit is a little bit much with its outfit, and it doesn't even matter. I can't even wear it anyway anymore. But Kit to me was a little bit clunky, and cat, I feel like it offers a bit less of that, and I think it looks nice. Not much else to say about it. I think it's a fun skin, and overall, man, we got some pretty cool skins with this season. With the shops being so bad notwithstanding, I think we got some really good skins this time around. I'm really happy with what we got in terms of the Fortnite skins this time. And I'd like to know, guys, what do you think about this season? Do you think that the skins were a hit or a miss? What was your favorite one? I'd like to know what you guys thought about it down in the comments. So guys, that is it for the video today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let me know with a like and subscribe to the channel if you're brand new. Use code ITALK in the Fortnite item shop if you'd like to support me, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all later. Peace.
Yeah, ITALK got the guitar on his back. Yeah, new skin on and he counting them stacks. Item shops at 8 and he hopes you come back. OG edit style, cause his new skins are whack. ITALK, ITALK, ITALK. ITALK, ITALK, ITALK.